Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners, wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection, and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Come there we go. Come there we go. Come there we go. I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. Come there we go. Come there we go. Come there we go. I need to go somewhere. Somebody take me there. I need to go from here. Yeah. Oh Lord, oh Lord. See when things in my life start going wrong, just mix me something strong, and I'll take a sip, yeah, and I'll forget about it, yeah, yeah. Forget about it. Problems can't find me. See, it's one thing after the other. I can't take it, my brother. No, no. So if you see me out on the road, holding drinks in my hand, if you find I'm getting on bad, that's part of the plan. Don't question me. This is my therapy. I need a place, in a place, in a place, pain cannot find me. When I feel I'm moving on, I can move along, no, no. That's why if you see me out in a vet, dripping from head to toe, I still have crazy hands to get, and you already know, don't question me. Don't question me, don't question me, no, no, no. This is my therapy. This is my way out of it. When things in my life start going wrong, just mix me something strong, and I'll take a sip, yeah, and I'll forget about it, yeah, yeah. Forget about it, yes, yes. And when I don't get a happy laugh
It's the
again,
NETT Radio Breakfast Show, bringing you the energy, music, and vibes to start your day right.
come let me go, come let me go, come let me go. I need to go somewhere, somebody take me there. I need to go from here.
Yeah, if you need to go somewhere, guess what? We're going to help you get there. Good morning to you, Trinidad. Good morning to Tobago. How are your people doing this morning? Everybody all right? Everybody good? Nice. Good morning to our neighbors in the Caribbean, our friends who are streaming all around the globe on the www. Good day to you. And thank you very much for being here. Just in case you're wondering where here is, this is New Era TT Radio, the heartbeat of the Caribbean, and yes, we take you above and beyond. It's a real pleasure to be in your company, yeah? What we might call the first official working day of the new year. I'll be happy to be in your company, right? So let me say much thanks to the Heavenly Father for transitioning us from the old into the new year, bringing us together for another day. And all that we do, dear Father, let it be a blessing unto you. Yeah, people of your research, I was checking in. And of course, as I said, it's a real pleasure to be here with you. Remember, this is the Get Up and Go. And I gotta make sure, yes, it is a Friday morning, so we welcome you to the breakfast show.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Oh, good vibes rolling through the air. The breakfast show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink.
Okay, so we are here with you as we welcome you to the breakfast show for 2026. And I gotta get accustomed to saying that because, after you've been saying 2025 for so long, now we have to learn to say 2026. And there's no guarantee you're going to get that right immediately. But nevertheless, we are here with you into this new year. So good morning, everybody. Wake up, rise up. I hope that all is well with you. Of course, I'm your Australian Sir Charles, and of course, yes, joining me in between the space, getting in the nick of time. I see you got all this stuff in the back up and running. This is what technology does to you every now and then. Trust me, it can break your heart at times. Richard Jeremiah, good morning to you.
Good morning, and I hope you're hearing me.
I'm hearing you very good, actually.
Boy, brother, I don't know what is happening here. I up very early. By the way, I want to thank the twins, Susan and Suzette, and then Betty out in Brooklyn, New York. Make sure I get up because, as you know, I was on last night.
They wake up.
Keep them entertained. They had me busy. So, Charles, I have set up everything, test out my new headset, everything here, and just 5 to, I just see the tablet just blank off. And I started panic one time because I wondered what's going ahead here. So I didn't know what to figure it, how to figure it out. So using an alternative again, and then hopefully we could well, not hopefully, we will go through. So oh boy, sorry to ramble, but
Yeah.
oh boy.
Well, so you still haven't gotten back the tablet, or?
Well, I to get it to do what I'm doing there, I would have still be here trying to check. I don't know what happened because I have it on the charger. I know my son was using it, and I come up, I put it to charge, everything, turn it on, make sure the headset, everything is working, and just gone off. I don't understand it. So I'm not going to let it frustrate me this early morning. This is the first,
No.
the
First
first day
official
of the.
you know.
You understand? So, boy. So as I say, we're in the land of the living. Once you're hearing me, I good to go. Let me see if I could load a headset a little bit. Because the first time I using it too, so I get accustomed with it too.
Yeah, well,
So are you hearing me good?
Yeah,
Huh?
we are hearing you pretty good. So,
All right, no problem.
Yeah. So as I said, we are here. And I'm hoping that you people who are tuning in at this point in time see the numbers coming in and it's going up. So that is really nice. We happy to know that you are here with us. Of course, all of this week, this transition period between the Christmas and the New Year's, this is where Wendell and Richard was out this week, and they will be joining us on Monday. All right, so they get back in the space. We'll also rejoin the folks on Gael TV on Monday also when the breakfast show returns with the guys, right? But we just have this day to get through. It's a Friday. Is it feeling like a Friday to you, Richard?
No, I honestly speaking for a moment ago there, I thinking it's Monday, and after you said it, then I realized today's Friday. Today feel like a Monday to me.
Yeah, I get lost in between these kinds of holiday periods, You're not sure exactly right. But yes, people, it is a Friday. The weekend is here. Oh, and that reminds me, I Friday,
with the fat lady.
I didn't have the fat lady, Richard. Let's keep the fat lady close to him. Yes.
Oh man, everybody just look forward for that fat lady.
Yeah, and that is the thing about I didn't really check that. All I said I put something in place.
Oh boy, it's a Friday, baby.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess you're gonna have to do the newspaper and everything else because I hanging out here with you and I'm struggling here this morning. So I don't know what's the strangest thing. Technology is nice, but boy, at times it does frustrate you because I don't understand it. I'm just shut down like that and just anyway, anytime you're ready for the chat, I will run through it. So you just tell me for the chat and you have to do the papers this morning again.
Yeah, that's no problem. Let's say hello to the people who are joining us inside of this new month of January. And I always say that the January, and whenever I get it all the way, all the people who celebrating birthdays and believe in horoscopes and all different kinds of things, I always tell them that January is a Capricorn, because Capricorn spans between December and January. And Capricorn people, although I am a Capricorn, my birthday comes up on the 16th of January. And I always tell them that Capricorn people are very special where the zodiac signs are concerned. And if they don't believe me, because I told them we are the only zodiac sign that gets to celebrate twice in a year. Because we celebrate in starting of January and we start to celebrate long in December. So we get to celebrate twice a year. Everybody just celebrate one part of the year. Yeah. So yeah, very special in Capricorn. So all you Capricorn people, or if some people say Capricorn, hey, good morning to you. If you're celebrating your birthday, if you're celebrating anything else, anniversary, I just celebrate life. Every day I get up, I have a celebration going on. I'm thankful.
Done.
Very, very thankful.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say hello to the people on the stream.
Oh jeez. I tried. Yeah. I'm trying to. Oh, what am I doing? Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, I get it here. I was trying to get it up here, but I had a whole set of thing open up here. Right, so we're here this morning again, a beautiful morning. I want to thank Susan and Suzette. As I say, Sir Charles, they wake me up this morning as promised on the show. I say, well, don't forget to join me on the breakfast show this morning. And they say, don't worry, RJ, we go wake you up. And I get a double whammy this morning. Two voice say, get up, shake yourself up. So that was Susan and Suzette. So good morning to you. I see she start off here. She start off here saying 2K25, and I see she correct herself here. So just like you, Sir Charles, a lot of we have to reprogram ourselves to say 2026. So we are here. So Susan Jessup is out the gate this morning, as always. She's here with us. So morning to you, Susan, Suzette, and I have to say good morning to Miss Gemma also, and to the Shogunas crew. Thank you, ladies, for this lovely Friday morning blessing and greeting. We have Valerie Mendoza saying good morning and Happy New Year to Sir Charles and RJ and the New Era TT Radio family and friends. We're heading down the stream here. We have Ava Smith. Sorry, I have Felix Kazo saying Happy New Year as always, and sending greetings to the breakfast show.
Felix. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody who are here. Then we have Ava Smith. Same greeting. She said good Happy New Year as always to Sir Charles, to RJ, New Era TT family. So good morning and Happy New Year to all of you people. As usual, our friend Apollonius is here, and he's saying Happy New Year as always, and to all our loyal listeners and family. Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona, she's in the building also. And then we have who we have here again? Marlene Commodore. How do you say that, Sir Charles? How you pronounce that person's name? I don't understand.
Marlene McCormy.
Oh, Marlene McCormy.
Marlene McCormy. Right. Hi, Miss McCormy. How are you doing?
I Miss McCormy. YouTube could do better than that, man. I like what it do. So you still have to try and
I've been trying to see if it is something from our end. I've been trying to adjust it. But,
that'll show up on my device the same way too. So I doubt is we, but
well, that
nevertheless,
because I thought it was something I wasn't doing. This here had me breakfast.
That's showing up on mine the same way too. Robert Taylor is in the building also this morning.
Hey, Robert, good morning.
We are, what is that? Rock?
Rukura.
Rukura. What kind of name is that? Hey, good morning to you, Rukura. Good morning. And he say good morning to RJ, Sir Charles. Thank you for being here, people.
Like a potion. Like something that is mixed. See that? That's a Rukura.
I love them so. I love them so much. They see I trying here, and everybody doesn't mind, even though I get a name a little wrong. Nicole is here too. Good morning to you, Nicole. Okay, we're heading down the road. I see. Yeah, see Jennifer is here as well too. If you see I'm missing anybody, you will help me.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to good morning to Rosie Bagan. Hi, Rosie. Rosie, I hope you had a good all years into the new year.
Yes, Rosie Bagan here. Okay, and she's saying good morning. Sorry, Rosie Bagan, I didn't see any love her, but nevertheless, whosoever you are, don't label celebrate. I just want to say good morning to Rosie Bagan. We have after Rosie Bagan, we have is Jennifer here? We have here?
Yeah, Jennifer is here. Hi, Jen.
Okay. Jennifer is here, so good morning to you, Jennifer, and CJ out there in New York as always. CJ was with us last night late too, and she did say she would, if she get up, she'd wake me up, but I think she up. But she didn't wake me up, Sir Charles, so good morning to you, CJ.
So why people promising to wake you much?
Boy,
one day you're over CBS.
Sugar Baby, I had to say morning to Sugar Baby as always, loyal supporter. Sugar Baby, and then was up early, tell him to get up. Susan Jessup and her sister Betty out in Brooklyn, New York. So Betty, thank you. I say, wow, those people really, really, really too sweet. Right, so we going down again. So after CJ, we moving along. I see Rockaroo come back here again. They just texting.
You see what I tell you? Rukura said that Rukura is a magical potion.
Okay, but I'm now seeing that here. Look at that.
Yeah, Rukura.
I see our good friend Miss Sampson now joining us here too. So good morning to you, Miss Sampson. Saying good morning, Happy New Year, Miss Sampson. Go ahead.
Let me say good morning to Eunice Dublin. Good morning to you, Miss Dublin. Good morning and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much. All the best to you too.
Oh, I missed out Miss Dublin. Okay. Right, so Miss Dublin, good morning to you too. And then she was right after Recruit. Then I see Miss Sampson coming in here.
Right, Miss Sampson's inside.
We have Michael. Michael Molino is here too.
Right. Yeah, Michael. Good morning to you, Michael Motley. And
Michael Motley. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Motley. We have Antonio here. Also now joining us and saying good morning to the breakfast crew. Thank you, people, for being here. That is what I have for here now.
Right.
Don't know if you have anything on your side for now.
So let me say good morning to the people on the WhatsApp who are coming in early this morning. As always, Kent is always very first. Most times, Kent out there in Laventil. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kent.
Yeah, man. Ava, good morning and thank you very much for being here. Zena is up very early in Arima. Zena will check out that video at some point in time. All right. Also to Antoinette out there in Arima. She's up very early. Antoinette, good to have you.
Morning, Antoinette.
Yeah. My good friend Rockaway. Happy New Year, my friend. Yeah, man.
Good morning, for Rockaway.
Yeah. And Peter Wilson.
Good morning, Peter Wilson.
Yeah. Peter Wilson says, put a smile on your face today, people. Yeah, man. So those are all
he's quite right.
people that we have.
Well, I see some now popping up here. I see Diane Payne is getting in here. Old Lady is also getting in here. I only hope I get it correct here. Yes, I think so. Right. Old Lady. Well, CJ come back and she just confirming what I say, but normally she would have wake me up. She confirmed that she really wake up late. So CJ, we love your girl. CJ was partying last night, dancing at Teledia. So
she loved music.
So that is it.
She loved music.
Boy, not only Sheena, Susan, Suzette, and them just play music and have them happy chatting with them. I see Mr. Flavor and all come up there last night and Galavanti himself and Mr. Flavor is a real gem, yes. So yes, that is it there for me. I see Robert now coming in here as well too. So good morning to all those people on the YouTube chat. Thank you for being here. As always, the love here is massive. And yeah.
All right. Well, as they come in, we acknowledge as they come in. But with that, so far, it's good to have you all inside on this 2026. Let me say plenty so I can get it in my mind. Good too. 2026. All right. That is where
I haven't tried it as yet.
All right. So let's do our first good news on the platform for this year.
Let me speak to that person that feels like they lost their worth or their value. This is a dollar bill. Now, if I go to the store and there's something for 90 cents, can I buy it with this dollar bill? Okay, all right. So if I go to the store and there's something for 85 cents and after tax, it ends up being 96 cents, can I buy it with this dollar bill? Okay, all right. So what if I ball the dollar bill up? Think about it now. Like, I just balled the dollar bill up. Like, so it can't be worth $1 now. It's probably worth like 95 cents, right? How much you think it's worth? $1. Listen, Listen, y'all gotta pay attention. I just balled it up. So clearly it's not worth $1 anymore. All right, so maybe, what if I step on it? What if I stomp it? I just stomped it. How much is it worth now? Maybe 65 cents, 68 cents? It's still worth $1? Okay, what if I ball it up? What if I stomp on it and then I put it in the trash can and it's in here with some trash and it's around some beer and some gum and a bunch of other nasty stuff and some guy off the street pulls the dollar out, unfolds it. How much is it worth now? Maybe 82 cents? And come on, at least 92 cents? It's okay, all right, so what if I ball it up? What if I step on it? What if I put it in trash and then, watch this, I tear it in half? Think about it now, right? How much is it worth now? $1? I could tape it? Whoa. Shh. Wait. Wait a second. I just balled it up. I just stepped on it. I put it in trash. I pulled it out. Then I tore it in half. And you mean to tell me I can pick the dollar up, I can wipe it off, and I can put some tape around it, and it's still worth $1? Then why, if this dollar doesn't lose its worth or its value, then why do you feel like you've lost your worth of value? Because many of you feel like you've been stepped on, you feel like you've been pushed aside, you feel like you've been abandoned, you feel like you've been talked about, you feel like you've been abused, like someone took from you, someone hurt you, somebody took advantage of you, and deep down inside your core, you feel like you've lost some of your value. And I am here to tell you today that this dollar still has worth and value, because there are some men years ago who put value over this life and said that no matter what happens to it, it can still be taped back together, it can still be wiped off. And I am here to tell you that you were created and you're born and you're here and you have life and you have purpose and you have value. And though you've gone through some hard times and though you've experienced some depression and you might be wanting to hurt yourself and you might want to give up, I am here to tell you still got worth and value. And there is nothing that can happen that can take your worth and your value away. So what you gotta do now is you gotta pick yourself up. You gotta dust yourself off and you gotta keep moving.
All right, let me get him out of there. Nice. So that is our good news for you this morning as we step into a brand new year. You know, it's value, the value that you place on yourself. That is what it's all about. And I thought it was a very appropriate thing to start the year, because a lot of us, we go through a lot of things. And hear what I say?
So Charles, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And that good news you play and you tell people that I sent it to you. You know much people text after and tell me send it to them. So Charles, people like to feel love. People like to be motivated. I started off yesterday at 6:00. I started off with a prayer, and right after that, I do the Baron New Year song. They trust me. People tell me, RJ, Oli doesn't know what Oli does be doing to us. But I will send it back at them. Them doesn't know what they does be doing to us, you know. Because if we out here and we just play into an empty space, without them, we don't have a New Era TT radio. So
Right.
I love that motivation, Sir Charles. I really, really do love it. And thank you, my brother.
No problem. So if at any point in time as you're starting this new year, you are feeling used, washed up, situations that we would have gone through make you feel less than, worthless, you've been through it all. And you know what? Some of us, we like being in that space, you know. After a time, it does feel good. We like the pity party, you know, but you have to kick it off. You have to get up. You have to recognize that there's worse. Don't wait for anybody to recognize your worth. You recognize your worth. Recognize that you are important. God made you. God put you here. And as the song says, you are a child of this universe and you have a right to be here. So get up in 2026 and go after your dreams. Go after whatever you want to make life to be. Give yourself a purpose to get up out of your bed every morning and recognize, hey, I still have things I have to achieve, And don't let nobody tell you, you're too old for that. that your time done pass for that. If there's anything that you want to do, if you want to, at whatever age you may be, you want to go back and do a course, you want to improve yourself, you took time off for your children, now they are big and gone, you could go back and do other things that you wanted to do. So don't let anything stop you. You have value, and that is our good news for you going into the new year. You have value. Yeah.
TJ, enjoy your good news. Nicole, enjoy your good news. Old lady, enjoy your good news. And thank you guys for just being here, man. I know I enjoyed too. Those little motivation just spark you, And even though you're feeling down, as Charles say, those little things supposed to spark you. As I said yesterday, I don't know. I just get a nice vibes. I say, let me start off the new year telling God thanks and motivating people so that we could move, because even now more than ever, Trinidad and Tobago, we need that kind of motivation. So I said everything, let me put God first, and that is what I said taking into 2026. And that is what I'm doing basically, and just telling God thanks and just happy to be here. Carol joining us now. Boy, CB Daisy joining us from DB. Thank you, people, for being here as always. So yes, sir, Charles. So let me move on.
All right. So we're going for a short break. When we come back, we will go through the newspapers, and then we will open the lines and take your calls and all those kind of things. All right. So stay with us.
The peace and joy of Christmas is on New Era TT Radio.
This is Captain Ron in Orlando. My wife Fifi and I in Ethiopia would like to wish you guys Merry Christmas.
From my family to yours, this is Shell from Aruba.
This is Kenwich from Digo Martin. A Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
We are powered by the people.
I am Michelle. From my family to yours, wishing you a Merry Christmas.
This is Mr. Princess Stone, extending my deepest wishes to the Christian community in appreciation of the life and contribution of Jesus Christ.
This is Junior wishing you Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
Merry Christmas from all of us at New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Looking for pet supplies that wouldn't bite? Visit Bow Wow Supply Limited, your friendly family-owned pet store at the corner of Cane Farm Avenue and 5th Street West, Cane Farm, Trent City.
We offer fabulous prices,
great service, and a wide range of foods, treats, toys, grooming products, and accessories. Everything your pet needs in one place. We are open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Coming today, Bow Wow Supply Limited, Cane Farm Avenue and 5th Street West, Cane Farm, Trent City. Your pet's friendly place. Call us at 640-7184.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
At Christmas on New Era TT Radio, family comes first.
Hi, this is Zena from Arima, sending season's greetings to my entire NETT Radio family.
This is Dean. Season's greetings to the NETT Radio family.
And this is cheerleader from Hills at Tenapuna. Merry Christmas.
Family fun, joy, and togetherness.
Hi, I'm Patrick Brady from Powder Magazine Facebook. Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year
And I am Super Charles. Big up New Era TT Radio.
Merry Christmas, everybody. This is Ted from Mova.
There's no place like New Era TT Radio at Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Okay, people, so we are back here on the Era TT Radio, taking you above and beyond in 2026. All right, so at this point in time, this is where we look at some of the stories in the newspapers, and trust me, there has been so many stories. Wow. All right, RJ, real stories to deal with. So let me start with the Online Express today. Excuse me. Baby found dead in pool, and that has to do with a baby girl that died on Wednesday afternoon after being found in a swimming pool at her family's home in Diego Martin. Now, these are the kind of stories that really get me real sad when you hear of things like that, because if you have things, there are some things when you have around you, you have to have what they might call extra protection, especially when you have children.
That's right.
One of the other things that I want to urge people is when you have toddlers and stuff and things, and you have your cars parked in your garage and you're going to reverse, make sure somebody have the child in the hand before you move that car. So all these different things, you have to be very careful when you have children around you. U.S. citizen dies after fall at the Hilton. That is another story. United States citizen died on New Year's Day at the Hilton Trinidad and Conference Center in Port of Spain, where he is believed to have fallen from a 6-story height. I don't know how he get past the balcony.
Exactly.
And of course, things continue to rise like bread. Bread can rise so high and so quick in this country. $2,000 for lost passport. I make some real good bread over the Christmas. Right? So if you lose your passport now and you have to go and renew it, $2,000. Oh my God! I tell you, the government playing poker, double or nothing. 12 babies born before midday on New Year's Day. So the baby population seems to be booming. Although they say that, and I had to check and see if it's Trinidad or Tobago, because they say they need more children in Tobago. Right? So some seats in Tobago. 109 lives lost, warning as new traffic fines take effect. Deadly start to year. 3 homicides in Trinidad. And missing since Monday, found dead, covered with branches. And that is Libra Alan Singh, was discovered dead with wounds to the head and covered with coconut branches near his penal home on Wednesday. So that is the Online Express. Moving along to the Newsday. Just wait for it to open up. Right. PM TTPS celebrates success restoring peace. Murders fall in 10-year low. So they say the murder rate for last year, it fell drastically, 49% they say, or 42% I think it was. So everybody's patting themselves on the back. Excellent. Couva Carnival gets going with pageant screening. Carnival is in the air now, Richard. You had to get this stuff in there. You had to find a band.
No, we had to look for some work here at New Era TT Radio. That is what we have to do. We had to start getting some.
Yeah. Yes. Coast Guard man denied promotion. He gets $175,000 in damages. Yeah, when things like that happen. La Casita welcomes migrant registration. I don't know who is La Casita, but we'll find out as we go along. Saddam, as in Saddam Hussein, our ministry ready to assist with relocation. You know that volcano at Paris, the mud volcano is acting up right now, right?
I had to say that.
Yeah, it's a frightful thing, you know. I don't if I mean I'm telling you personally, if I'm living in areas like that, even here and abroad, and I find it way to move, you know, because those things that stay quiet for 5 years or 10 years, and all of a sudden it start to act up again. So
No, but me and you could say that, but when you see you have roots and you have ties, and then you have a place that you call home for so long, such as me and you might say it's easier for you to just uproot and move, but for some people, those memories and that, they're kind of hard.
Yeah, I suppose so. You know, not being tied to it like that. But I just find that when you're in these areas, boy, I mean, these things you have no control over. They just and they will happen. Saddam increased birth death certificate fees necessary. All right. Red Cross Children's Carnival appeals for funding for the 70th show. So, you know, that is Carnival bringing all kind of thing to it. 2 tragedies mar the New Year's celebration. Warning for New Year's fireworks lawbreakers, and police urge adherence to traffic laws as road deaths fall. Okay, so we're trending. How the fireworks treat you over the New Year's there, RJ?
My brother, if that is not a protest, I don't know what is. Like all the old fireworks they had from since independence, by me here, that is some of the loudest noise. I hear real fireworks already, such as not like this here. For some strange reason, they set up one. I ain't lying to tell you. My whole house shook, you know.
Yeah.
No, there's no lie. So I gone out now to see, well, what they could let go something so hard. All down going, when I look at down to the Caroni Plains, is the most of that fireworks as it was for a long time, such as, and it's everywhere. My partner called me from Diego Martin. Say, boy, if you hear that kind of bang, I hear him down here. As far as my girlfriend in coal mine tell me she never heard so much of fireworks before. Well, trust me, people protest this year, such as. I have to say that. From where I was sitting and lying down, the noise was very loud this year. People sent a loud message to the government.
Yeah, I know some places had it really bad, but I didn't really get it. But I'll tell you all about it in a little bit. We'll do the Guardian today. 5 homicides among 11 deaths as TNT enters the new year. Wow. Trinidad and Tobago recorded 11 deaths between December 31st, 2025 and January 1st, 2026. I read it right?
In the same breath, earlier you read with the say crime went okay.
The deaths went down, but look how it start in one day.
Okay.
11?
Okay.
Ooh. Wow. Including 5 homicides and 6 other fatal incidents as the country entered the new year. So while we boast of 42% drop overall, because yes, start off the year with a higher at 11. Wow.
Praise is no praise, Sir Charles. I always hear the old people say that.
Yeah.
You don't pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, we have to do at the end of the day. Minister promises help for residents as risks from Pipario volcano. New year, new bundles of joy across TNT. And you know, every year the newspapers and the TV stations go to the different hospitals to welcome the new births. Apparently we had a number of joys all over Trinidad and Tobago for the new year. The mummies with the babies, and it's such a wonderful thing. You know, because in spite of all the heaviness, you have to look for the good news coming through. CANPTT, that is CANPAT, that is our organization, right? criticizes authorities over lack of fireworks enforcement. So I guess that is what you were talking about there, right?
Yeah. The protests. People real protest, I can tell you. Even Nicole saying she still have fireworks there still.
So Young, as in Stuart Young, warns of economic fallout from NGC's nutrient shutdown, and Brown stands by CARICOM remark, seeks talks with PM. I don't know which one of the Browns that is. I don't know if it's Gaston Brown. And the Sando mayor rejects lawless dump label. And Archbishop, peace, not conflict, must guide Caribbean nations. And finally, soca artists look ahead to Carnival 2026 amid SOE uncertainty. So those are all of the stories in the newspapers today. But just going back to the fireworks situation, at least in my area here, it was tolerable. It wasn't as bad as in times gone by. I was hearing, I should say, people start bursting their fireworks and their scratch bombs or whatever it is. Probably like around 10 o'clock, you're seeing the sporadic one or two coming up.
Correct is right.
And then when I see which when the 11 o'clock hour, then wait for the 11:30 to kick in. From 11 o'clock, I started to hear a little,
Charles,
more frequency.
In my area here, like there was from 6 o'clock, so you're hearing the one or two going up. You see coming closer to 11 o'clock, like they start. You see 12 o'clock?
Oh.
Like they leave the big ones. I'm telling you,
the grand opening was at 12 o'clock.
Boy, let me give some shout out as we hear. I see Showen join us. We have Terry and George joining us here. She is in the chat, and she is also saying a lot here. I see Mr. Flavor. Mr. Flavor is up. Mr. Flavor was with us last night entertaining the chat. Mr. Flavor is really a showman. I love him too bad. Yeah. Nicole again chatting. Nicole, Nicole Lively in the chat. Old Lady Lively in the chat. And that is it for now. And they're here just chatting, and continue to chat, people. And everybody talking about the fireworks in the area. Yeah. So last night, if last night was not protest for me, Mr. Sir Charles, I don't know what is. Trust me.
When they said it was a protest?
Yeah, it is a protest.
Okay.
It's a protest.
How? When they say it's a protest, what do you mean?
Well, let me tell you what I mean. For independence, people didn't hear much fireworks went up, right? The Wally, we get a lot of fireworks. And you see this old year into this new year, I hear a lot of fireworks already because that is one of my things my children like. My daughter loves to go and listen to fireworks or just buy it. This year, because of the back and forth, I see she uncle gets some for she, so we didn't really buy. But Sir Charles, the amount of fireworks I hear from yesterday evening from about 6 o'clock all to when it's 12 o'clock. I tell you, I never hear so much of fireworks before. And I'm talking about not just fireworks, the loud ones. I tell you, my dog ball out. One shook the house. I tell you, I want to know what they sent up. So I run outside, and that's how I end up looking all down. From where I am here, I can see the whole Caroni Plain. I can even see as far as east up to Eddie Hart, right? And boy, Shugwana side was pretty last night, such as, and you're hearing that noise from all is here and on the east-west corridor here. Farmers and everybody has texted me and telling me, boy, it's the most noise I hear for a long time. So I knew it was a protest.
All right, okay. I understand what you say now. But as I said, I knew. I looked at it. I went outside. You know what I mean? Because I didn't go anywhere. Wasn't doing anything for the thing. You know. So I around minutes to 12, my daughter came. She said, "Come, Dad, let's go outside." Had a beautiful moonlight, and I love the moon. So we went outside and we stayed. What she saying? We had some fireworks and stuff, and get involved in the thing because they went and buy some stuff, and so we had a little rocket and thing to shoot up at 12 o'clock.
Mr. Gentleman, what are you saying that? Hello, boss man, what are you saying that? People come fireworks like well, if
when I said a rocket, firework kind of rocket thing, right? All you right? Okay, and burst, and that's it. When 12 o'clock, boy, the whole place all over. It was like wow. But it didn't last intensely for too long. I mean, time 12:30. Everybody like they had exhausted most of what they have, and then by 1 o'clock it started to cool down. 1 or 2 you would have heard, and I was paying attention to the time. I was watching it. I said, let me see when it go actually stop. And I saw like about 1:20 something. I heard bang, 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 bang again. So what's going on? But eventually that too subsided. But
not by me here. By me here, it went on for a very long time. And even when I thought it stopped, let me say about 10 past 1, ever so often you will hear the one-off going off. So it stayed a long time by me here. So I see Trini Mull's Kitchen joining us here. As always, saying Happy New Year she's sending out love from Ontario. So thanks for being here, Trini Mull's Kitchen. As you can watch on the screen, I see the numbers of appear here. Far Rockaway is here on the chat too. So thank you, Far Rockaway. What is that?
So while we sort it out, just to let you know also that we are taking your calls as we go up to 7 o'clock. The lines are open to you. All right. 281-1315 and 299-5156. All right. Give us a call. Anything that you would like to talk about before we go up to the news, and we'll put up the morning poll for you in a little bit, which has to do with the same traffic offenses. So I'll give you the
no problem. So guys, the lines are open as you hear Sir Charles say, and my friend is saying here in PT Valley it went up to 2 o'clock. Well, PT Valley real fireworks. Sir Charles, those numbers again: 281-1315 and 299-5156. Give us a call. Let me hear how the fireworks was on your end.
Right.
281.
So we have somebody coming in. Rockaway, good morning.
Morning, Sir Charles and RJ, and to everyone. Happy New Year, happy 2026.
Same to you, my friend.
I don't know.
Same to you, my brother.
I don't know what happened. The government in Trinidad and Tobago, they passed a law about fireworks. And guess what? I basically heard no fireworks here in Far Rockaway, and normally they'd be bursting and my cats would be running all about hiding. They had no fireworks, so I don't know if they passed it in Trinidad and they, like Far Rockaway, like in Rockaway, they pass a law here too. I mean, I hear like 1 or 2 in a distance. No fireworks at all. The street used to have no fireworks at all, but of course, the temperature was very cold. It was 20 degrees. But the wind chill was like 15 degrees. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I tell you, like, they passed a law in Trinidad and people
Rockaway feel it. Normally,
what was nice because
normally what happens up north does normally come down south, but from down south it went up north now.
Something wrong because the animals of them had a peaceful sleep, no running around and hiding, nothing at all, nothing. But I was glad for them, but nothing happened. But that is how it is. Anyhow, you all have a great day. I'll call back later.
No problem. Thanks very much.
Thanks to you, my brother. Thanks to you.
And That
Yeah,
effect
well, the animals and them about him get a little break. We have anybody on the line?
Yes, we do. Caller, good morning to you.
Let's see.
Mr. Billy.
Mr. Charles, how you going, man? Happy New Year to you and your
RJ, yeah.
Happy. Yes, nice to start off. So Charles, I want
Happy New Year.
to recognize, the people who really spend time and protect the dogs or the canine in the area. Especially in my area, Powder Market. I want to figure out a young man. His name is Christian Romani. I came from church about 10:30 the night, and I saw him there. He purchased a harness for, we will call a stray dog, but his dog, he had a broken leg. Him, my wife, and some neighbors kind of mend him back and, take care of him. And this young man stayed with that dog, and they went all the fireworks as your co-host is saying was really terrible in this area down here. And I want to single him out this morning, who look after that dog and make sure he comfort his king and put on a harness on him, and he really, really look after him. Well done. He's my hero this morning, a young man, just about 27 years old.
Excellent.
And, well done to Mr. Christian Romeo. I called him out this morning.
Yeah, man. Excellent.
Well done. You all take care, and God continue to bless you, and will continue being on such an informative, interactive morning program. So Charles and your co-host. All the best, and have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Billy.
Yeah. So there's the whole thing about it. I mean, I went by someone on Olias Day, and they had the, what they call like the house dog. We call it dog who living in the house, a nice little dog. And I actually got for the first time in a long time, because we don't have any pets where we are. And but for the first time I got to really see how, and this is like during the daytime when the little sporadic ones just going off now and then. The dog is scared. The dog only staying in one part of the house, and every time it thinks, you could see the dog is distressed. He barks and that kind of thing. Yeah, and
my dog and all too.
Comfortable.
My dog, when the big one, I tell you what, shook the house, went off. My dog does normally bawl, so my daughter went out and we hear it actually run. So she went out and she checked and she said, "Don't worry, man. Just now it will be all over."
All over.
I don't know, like people real boss.
It might be all over the place.
It's all over, I tell you, because my sister is living in Oasis out there in Shugwanas, and she had fireworks already, and she had a lot more this year. She fine. Understand? So
yeah. All right, so we are taking your calls, and while we take your calls, let me just put up the morning poll for you all, right? So just to bring some understanding as to what the poll is about, because we talk about the traffic offenses and stuff, right? So the TTPS, which is the police, has appealed to the public to obey the laws, noting the recent amendments to the 9th schedule, with the Finance Act, right? Which has featured increases of the fixed penalty fines associated with traffic violations in that schedule. So most noticeably are the increases for high-risk traffic violations, such as exceeding the speed limit, where a motorist, I saw a man on social media last night talking about he got the first ticket for speeding. He was over 130. So if you're going over 130 now, that is $4,500. And you only have a certain time to pay a ticket. Yeah, we can't take it. Just give it like 2 weeks, a month, or something like that to pay, right? And if you don't pay, every 2 weeks it does either earn interest double or something like that. So when you get a ticket, if you know you're not going to contest that ticket, you have a certain time to pay. So if you're exceeding the speed limit, $4,500. The TTPS also said that failing to have a certificate of insurance for a vehicle, contrary to Section 3, can now result in a motorist receiving a $10,000 fixed penalty notice from the law enforcement. And I think driving under the influence is another one that you could pay plenty money for. I think it's like about $10,000 or so. No, what is I can't remember the exact figure, but it's high. It's very, very high. First time offenders, you could pay a good bit of money for driving under the influence. I think like about $24,000 now.
Whoa.
Richard. Yeah, if
where people getting all that money?
Well, when they catch you, if you're driving under the influence and all those things, you will either have to pack up your car, sell your car to pay the ticket, and walk. You understand? It's all those things are supposed to be deterrents. So we are asking you today on our morning poll, with all of these increased fines, with higher fines now in effect for speeding and driving under the influence, we're asking you, do you believe that drivers in Trinidad and Tobago will actually change their behavior on the roads now? So that is what we are. All these increased fines and penalties for driving that has been implemented, do you expect that drivers in Trinidad and Tobago will change their driving habit? So that is the poll. You're voting yes or no, and we will tell you how you are voting or have voted after 7 o'clock, which is where we are right now. So we're going for the news, and we will be back. Stay with us.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now for Friday, the 2nd of January, 2026. On New Era TT Radio, I'm Derek McMillan. Happy New Year, everybody. In our lead story, President Christine Kangaloo is urging citizens to leave behind toxic public discourse and the habit of self-derision as Trinidad and Tobago enters 2026. In her New Year's message, the president said remarks like Trinidad is not a real place, along with harsh public debate and low expectations of leadership, dragged the nation down in 2025. But she stressed the year was not a failure, noting national pride in the achievements of Keshorn Walcott, Jareem Richards, and the Trinbago Knight Riders, as well as a smooth transition of government. Kangaloo said adversity strengthens resilience and called on citizens to embrace patriotism, discipline, and respect as the country marks 50 years as a republic. She said standing together, Trinidad and Tobago can face the challenges of 2026 and build a nation all citizens can be proud of. The Works and Infrastructure Ministry is set to launch a nationwide pothole repair exercise by the middle of January. Minister Jearleen Johns says some communities have as many as 2,000 potholes, and teams will be going in specifically to repair them. She says the state of the nation's roads has become a major hazard and financial burden for drivers, and the government now has a responsibility to fix it. Through a national recruitment drive, the ministry has already hired 1,000 of the more than 1,800 people approved for employment. Minister John also commented on the recent increases in traffic fines, saying reckless drivers must be held accountable. She described the death of 8-year-old Gideon Smart in Aruca as heartbreaking, and is urging citizens to drive responsibly and to stop littering. She says her hope is for a cleaner, safer, more orderly Trinidad and Tobago in the year ahead. Police have recorded the first murder for 2026 following the shooting death of a shop owner along George Street, Port of Spain, around 1 p.m. on Thursday. The victim has been identified as 60-year-old Ricky Fish Taylor. Reports say Taylor had just left a nearby shop after buying beer when a masked gunman walked up to him and shot him 3 times before escaping. Residents alerted police and emergency responders, but Taylor died at the scene. Officers from the Port of Spain Division and the Homicide Bureau are continuing investigations. Community members described Taylor as well-known and friendly, saying they were shocked by his killing. a candlelight vigil is being planned in his honor. Around 40 sanitation workers have started the new year without jobs after the North Central Regional Health Authority ended its cleaning arrangements with the company Magic Mist. NCRHA CEO Badase Seethal Mirage says a review uncovered what he called widespread corruption under the previous board, including payments of nearly $700,000 a month to Magic Mist, despite the company having no active contract for about a decade. He claims the company was also billing for twice the number of workers actually employed, and says similar issues existed with another cleaning firm. NCRHA Chairman Dr. Tim Gopising says outstanding supplier payments have already been reduced, and the authority has made alternative cleaning arrangements. He says the 40 displaced workers will be considered for new positions created by the RHA. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is warning drivers to obey the road laws as new higher fixed penalty fines came into effect on January 1st. Under amendments to the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, 85% of offenses now carry increased fines, with the steepest penalties for high-risk behavior. Exceeding the speed limit by more than 31 kilometers per hour now costs $6,000, while driving without valid insurance can cost up to $10,000. Drivers arrested for drunk driving face fines of up to $24,000 for a first offense, and up to $45,000 for a second. The TTPS says the tougher penalties reflect the serious consequences of reckless driving, and is urging motorists to slow down, stay insured, and plan ahead if drinking. Authorities say road deaths fell by 12% in 2025, from 124 to 109, but stress that even one life lost is too many. In international news, around 40 people have died and more than 100 others were injured after a fire tore through a bar during New Year's celebrations at the La Constellation nightclub in the Swiss ski resort of Crans, Montana. The blaze broke out around 1:30 a.m., with officials saying many of the injured suffered severe burns. Authorities have ruled out an attack and say the cause remains under investigation. Emergency services deployed dozens of ambulances and helicopters, and several victims have been transferred to specialist burns units across Switzerland. Officials say people of multiple nationalities are among the dead and missing, and the priority now is identifying victims and supporting families. Swiss President Guy Parmelin described it as one of the country's worst tragedies. And that's news at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Greetings to you and yours from the New Era TT Radio family.
Hi, this is CJ from New York, wishing everyone on the Net Radio a healthy and safe 2026. Sending love and positive vibes to all.
Season's greetings. This is Rome from Point Fortin, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
Hi, this is Joanne from Enterprise, and I want to wish the entire Net Radio family a very Merry Christmas.
Wishing you joy, peace, and happiness.
Run here, Norfolk, Virginia, front and center. To you and yours, the Net Radio family and TNT, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I am Miss Greenville. A Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
This is Marcia Edmond from St. James, just wishing the New Era team a very Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
From our studios to your global speakers, we wish you a Merry Christmas. From the New Era TT Radio family, Net Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Vibes, fresh energy. This is the Net Radio Breakfast Show.
God was a friend and me like it like that. Coming on my life like singing out the grass. One with your fakeness in the right body. One with your fakeness in the right back. life like snaking out the grass. One with your fakeness in the right back.
Well, I don't have time to beef. Lucky for you, my friend. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't cast in a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only want love and we so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only on love. Well, every man make their choices. I say we make sacrifices. We block out the noises. We have to forget the voices. One day we gon' make it. We don't have to fake it. I give you my best. I give you the chain off my neck. I give you my love and respect. But now hear the story. Is you vex with me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear the show now, is you vex with me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't cast in a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only want love and we so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only on love. I am model and pose like you never do bad. Things where you do say you never do that. Run for the cream and you never look back. Now money in your pocket so you never too sad. Boy, if money make you dance, you'll be dancing forever. To the beat of a drum that never go help you. But now hear the story. Is you vex with me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear the show now, is you vex with me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't cast in a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Friend, I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good spirit.
You're locked into NETT Radio Breakfast Show. Tune your day with the best music and real talk.
Yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only want love and we so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only on love. Well, every man make their choices.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Say we make sacrifices.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We block out the noise.
And a brand new, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We gon' make it.
Hey, everybody, good morning to you once again. And of course, if you're just joining us, if you're now joining us, you just get up, no problem. No problem with that. You just missed 1 hour. But trust me, we still have a whole lot of goodness in store for you here on The Breakfast Show. This is New Era TT Radio, taking you above and beyond.
Like I do the wrong.
And remember, you get us all day, every day, newerattradio.com. For those of you who don't know or are not aware, yeah, when you don't see us on the social media pages like YouTube or Facebook, it doesn't mean that we are not broadcasting. We broadcast every day. All you have to do is come across newerattradio.com and you can get us there, right? And why we do that is because of the fact that most platforms like YouTube and Facebook, to a lesser extent, they have these copyright infringements, so they don't allow us to play the music that we play normally throughout the day without blocking the channel. If you play anything that have copyright infringement, boom, they block the channel. So to prevent that, we just stay on. We use the platforms to talk, like the morning show and other shows that you hear on the frequency. And when it comes to music and other engagements, you get us at newerattradio.com, right? So share the link with your friends and your family. That's very important. So the morning poll is up. Guess what? With all the higher fines now in effect for speeding and driving under the influence, speeding could land you up in $4,500 ticket. Driving under the influence first time, $24,000. With all these increased penalties, do you believe that drivers in Trinidad and Tobago will actually change their behavior? Do you think that these heavy fines will make people change the way that they drive in Trinidad and Tobago? So that is what we're asking you. You're voting yes or you're voting no. You can put in any of your comments after that, right? But yes or no first. And remember, don't forget that you can support us here with your donations, financial contributions, that we can stay on the net. So you go to our website and you will see a support donate button there. Yeah, you just hit that button and of course you can donate and support us. In our YouTube description, just where you see the videos, press more and you'll see a whole page open up. Right under that page you will see support donate, alright? We really need your support. And of course, Monday, coming Monday, look out for Wendell and Richard. They return to the breakfast show on Monday. And also, Gael Caribbean TV joins us back on Monday also, yeah? All right, so we'll vote on the polls and when we come back, we'll tell you how you are voting.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Looking for pet supplies that wouldn't bite? Visit Bow Wow Supply Limited, your friendly family-owned pet store at the corner of Cane Farm Avenue and 5th Street West, Cane Farm, Trinity City.
We offer fabulous prices,
great service, and a wide range of foods, treats, toys, grooming products, and accessories. Everything your pet needs in one place. We are open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Coming today, Bow Wow Supply Limited, Cane Farm Avenue and 5th Street West, Cane Farm, Trinity City. Your pet's friendly place. Call us at 640-7184.
On New Era TT Radio, Christmas is special.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays. This is Mrs. R here, just excited to wish the entire listening audience a very happy holidays.
Hi everyone, it's Nicole from Toronto, and I like to wish New Era TT family Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year.
My name is Cassie Singo. I am sending comfort and joy from my family to the Net Radio family worldwide.
A Christmas where you are never alone.
Hey, Salima here, wanting to wish everybody in the New Era TT family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, this is June from Point Fortin, wishing all my Net Radio family a fantastic Christmas and a healthy and prosperous 2026.
Hi, this is Sweden. This is Junie from Shoguners. I just want to wish the Net Radio station and the staff, everybody, a very Merry Christmas.
This is Alwyn from Bish. I would like to wish the TT Radio family
and the Sapi family a great holiday.
From our portal to your heart, have a Merry Christmas, everybody, from New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
All right, so we are back on the inside here on New Era TT Radio. All right, and of course, it's your Sir Charles, and of course, Richard Jeremiah. We are keeping your company on this Friday. Yeah, wow, second day of January. The new year is here. Lots of things already happening. Get yourself on the inside. All right, so RJ, are you there?
Yes, I am. Just now, let me get back my camera on here. I am here with you. I'm here with you. I don't know where it's yet, and I'm running away. Although, I would just tell our loyal listeners, we're going up to 8:30 this morning, people. So if you have all, get your calls inside, get whatever you want to say before the 8:30 time. Yeah? So you're ready for the result of the poll, because since we went up to 8:30.
Yeah, so let me just remind people what the morning poll is, right? So with higher fines now in effect for speeding and driving under the influence, DUI, do you believe drivers in TNT will actually change their behavior? Yes or no? All right, so you can start the vote. All right, so all that you have.
Off the bat, Michael Oliver is saying no. Nicole is saying no. Some people just do not care. Is she right or not? It's only left to see. With some high prices, trust me, they will change their mind, because that is what the government is saying, and that is why they're using the excuse of doing it. So yes, old lady is saying no also to the poll. Also, Diane Payne is saying no to the poll also. We have CJ out in New York is saying no to the poll. Ava Smith is saying no to the poll. Boise Bidesi is saying yes to the poll. Carla is saying yes to the poll. George is saying no to the poll. Far Rockaway is saying yes, and he's saying 100% yes. So Far Rockaway, have a big yes on the inside. Chat in here, chat in here, chat in here. We have Ingrid out there in Tucson, Arizona, saying no to the poll. We have Renee is saying no to the poll. Susan Jessup is saying yes to the poll. And we have Sherilyn Mara just saying here. She's saying she didn't vote here.
Yeah, a lot of people chatting, eh?
I see that chat.
Well, vote on the poll.
Valerie Mendoza, I hope I missed nobody here. I'd give you this. All right, sorry, I went on too much. After Sherilyn, I'm looking to see what she say here. She said, "Blessed are you all." PJ already voted. She said, "Up there, there." The Slim Show is saying yes to the poll. Valerie Mendoza, hi, good morning, Val, is saying no to the poll. Richard Jeremiah. Okay. Thank you, Renee. And same to you and the entire family. And thanks for being here. Michael is saying yes to the poll. Apollonius is saying no to the poll. And Trini didn't vote here. So that is what I have for now. So Charles, over to you.
All right, so people, we still have a couple of minutes. Maybe you can vote on the poll. Do you think that the increased fines will really change the habits of people how they drive in this country. So on the WhatsApp, I have Pauline saying yes. I have Sean saying no. I have Afria. Let me get back to Afria. Afria saying no. Ava didn't vote. Kenwin saying yes. And Joanne in Mount Hope saying no. Brenda in Penal saying no. And I have Anand here saying that's one more no. That's what I have here. Anybody else on your side coming in?
Nobody else pop up here. Let me say morning to Jojo too. Jojo was with us last night, you know. She came out with us late last night too. She'd come across and spend some time with us there. So morning to you, Joanne, out there in Mount Hope. Rich RJ, you miss a no. Who know I miss? Did I miss but I say Ava Smith. I call your vote. Ava is saying miss and no.
I better try inside.
Know I miss.
Right, don't worry. We try inside. We're working so hard today. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did say Ava Smith. Maybe she didn't hear when I called her name, but I did call Ava Smith. So yeah. And also my friend is saying Richard Jeremiah, bless 2025, my friend. Okay.
Yeah. So 25 people on the poll today. They didn't have much people on the poll, but your voices are heard nevertheless, right? So we had 17 people saying yes, and 17 people saying no, and 8 persons saying yes. That is 25. So 8 of you believe that habits will change, but 17% of your so that's like about 2/3 of the poll saying no, 1/3 of the poll is saying yes. Yeah, so unscientific as it is, but it still speaks volumes because a lot of people believe that what takes place on the roadways will continue to take place. What do you think, Richard? Do you think that with all these increased fines, it will change people's habit, the way that they drive, the way how they go down the shoulder, the way how they park on the corner, all these different kinds of things, or the speeding? And
for living here for years, Sir Charles, nothing like that deter people in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidadians has only changed when they meet things discipline. If you're Trinidad, the same Trinidadian who's speeding down the road, travel and they go abroad.
To speed.
No, meaning if they go abroad and the speed limit is 30 across there, they will abide by it. In Trinidad here, everything is just haywire, right? So as I say, if they meet discipline, they will abide by it. If they continue speeding down the road, they're going to continue speeding down the road. That is it for me. I don't feel no high fine going to change the way they are thinking. That is just my observation of it. So I will say, no, they're not going to change their driving. Yeah. Understand? So I ain't see that changing anything like that, and that high price that they try to put on there and say because of that didn't stop them at all. Same old simple, because it's a simple example as the fireworks last night. That is a clear example that people will tell you, all right, if you try your best to see how best you could try to regulate them without putting it to consultation, that is what you're going to get. Half of the decision government making, if they come to the citizens and they say, look, this is what we want to do, what do you think? You know they will always get a better response than you just making laws and trying to shove it down people and throats. That is making no sense at all, Sir Charles.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that if you remember, and that is why you elect a government to make decisions on the people's behalf. Now, if they have to come to you all the time, to make some of those decisions, they won't get nothing done. And most people will kick against a lot of things that sometimes governments try to put in place. Especially when it comes to increase like fines and stuff. Nobody wants to pay more for nothing.
Well, you're quite right. And the point I am making, right? Some of the things the government could come to the public and say, hey, and I'm sure they will get a quick response, right? But some of the decisions that they are making, I'm telling you, a lot of people kicking against it. And it showed that you have no kind of love for your citizen. And that is how I look at it. Yes, not everything, yes, and you're quite right. You cannot come every Monday morning and say, look,
because governance
I
will
want to
take
fix
too
the road.
long.
What you think?
Yeah, governance will take too long if you have to do all of that. If every time you have to do something, you have to come to excuse me. Remember, we are in a place where we don't have things like referendums and things. And even if we had referendums, you would hardly get some things coming on a referendum where you say, you're going, we want to do so and so, let's vote on this. It's not going to happen. So we found that just as in the past with other governments, there are things that the government just has to go about and do. But going back to the poll of itself and it just looking at it, as I say, unscientific. It is a percentage of the population here, and this is how polls are conducted. They don't talk to everybody, but they take a sample size. And judging from what we are saying on our poll, 2/3 of the persons. So let's say we would have put that in about 100 persons. You would have like about 66 or 67 people saying no, that will not change, and a small percentage saying yes, and that kind of reinforces with that kind of thinking. If we think about people that way, the idea and the notions of lawlessness, because when we look at what is taking place, look, we talk about the fireworks. People know what they're supposed to do. People know the time that they're supposed to be doing it. I saw the police pass around in our area and that sort of thing, but that was during the time when the fireworks was just about to start. When the ones were going off earlier on, the police had to come around and do it. People don't self-regulate, because once they feel that nobody's watching or they could do it and they can get away, they will do it. And so they continue to burst the fireworks, all this criminal thing, and that is the lawlessness we're talking about. Now, if we feel that the driving habits of people will not change because they are accustomed doing this and they are accustomed drinking and they are accustomed, if we really support that thinking, that means we are saying that we are really a lawless people.
But since
you still going out and drink and drive or speed to pay those kinds of fines. Well, if law enforcement really clamps down and gets out there to trap some of these people, we're going to be hearing the police this and the police that and all kind of thing. But if something is law, as a citizen, you have to obey the law. You may not like it, but you have to obey it.
Yeah, but as I just see, right, it have people who you don't have to regulate in all walks of life. I was one of them. Since before seatbelt was law here, I used to use it, and my brother couldn't understand the likes of D with me. See, boy, we're always choking up himself so far, right? I said the seatbelt is for a reason. I always used to watch those little dummies in the car, and they show you if you don't wear your seatbelt or you go end up outside the car. And I used to wear that, but the seatbelt is here for a reason. Even when the law came in, only when you see the police here and you're driving and you used to put it, I always used to put on my seatbelt. Some people you have to always, I just want you to say the police had to pass by and tell you, all right, don't bust a scratch from, or police had to tell you, put on your seatbelt. No, you have people, right-thinking persons like me who understand that everything have a cause and an effect and everything have its use, and they'll put on their seatbelt. So when seatbelt do come into effect, that didn't affect me at all because I was already doing that. And that is what I am saying. Certain things, the government, yes, not everything, as you were saying, they could come to the public, you'll waste much of time. But certain things, they could come to the people because, honestly speaking, when they want their vote, if they have to come and sit down on the ground by you, they will come and sit down on the ground by you. So when you get into office, you have
there's a time for that. That is a specific time. But in reality, no way you get that. You know, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but if you could show me or ask anybody to who's listening in the chat in other spaces, Rockaway, Shabby, and all those Linda and them in New York and London. Tell me where governances operate that kind of way. It does not. Lawmakers sit down and they do certain. Now, according when laws are made, if people are affected by the laws and they can gather themselves on the streets, they come out and they protest in different ways. You understand? And even though we are under an SOE, there's still ways to gather on the road. You know, it doesn't stop 10,000 people from coming out on the road. You know, you and I could walk as friends as normal. We might be able to walk in a big bunch of 100. But if you and I walking down the road and somebody are next to walking down the road, eventually, you know how much people on the road. There are ways to get around these things. But even out of an SOE, that is because Trinidad and Tobago has a history. Even out of an SOE, Trinbagonians do not protest certain things at all. In my lifetime, in my lifetime, I have heard about the Black Power days, right? But out of that, I can't recall hearing about any major protests that citizens come out on the road and really demonstrate to get the change that they want, you know. But I am just saying with the whole thing is if people do not and are not prepared to change their ways, it just shows that the kind of people that we are. And if heavy fines cannot make you change the way that you drive on the road, if thinking about if I go over the speed limit, I could probably have to pay $4,500. Now, I personally believe it will change people's habits. I believe. I am not with you. No, I
will join you back. I will join you back again, and me and you will have that same conversation, and you will come to the agreement that RJ is right. Because Mr. Rowley was here, and Mr. Rowley was actually doing the same thing they are doing now, but for less. And people used to kick against it. And they still used to drive hard. You're still hearing people overtaking on the shoulder, right? And I'm not going to tell you, put up the numbers on the screen there, so let me get some calls on the inside. Those numbers again, people 281-13-15-299-5156. Those are the numbers you're calling. Let's get interactive before we get up to 8 o'clock. Remember, we're leaving here at 8:30 today, people. So all your calls, you got to get it inside now. I see the chat is lively here. Lively.
Right. So we have a couple of callers. So if there's anything on the chat that they comment and you would like to share, you can share that too, right? But let's
go. No, I was just asking them. Let us disagree to agree. Somebody telling you shut up, and I didn't like that, so I just let them.
No.
Disagree to agree.
Yeah, let's keep the chat respectful, man.
Yeah, please.
No, the matter, you know, the end all start. Come on now, man. All you know what all is supposed to. That is lawlessness. All right. Call it good morning to you.
Lawlessness.
Hey, so
you sound like a politician, there.
Yeah. Morning, Dean.
Happy New Year, Dean.
All right. No. I think governance. We could always have the model of governance you're talking to. I think as a old school model, that's what we know, that's what we think. But there is an example of participatory democracy that works. I think when we say that it takes too long, because I hear you and Richard always peddling this thing, governance will take too long if you have to go to the people. No, it's within the system that is set up, and we do have it. We have a village council, we have community council, and it goes up. We have local government meetings. We have participatory modules is not done and not used properly. Sweden is one example where it's used to the point where before actionable items are taken, it is so along the line you have to enforce it. So this, I think, when we peddle this, it becomes this. Oh yeah, I mean, we don't. No. Let's understand that democracy can work and it have all the system in it. It is just not work properly. People are not educated, and we always fall back onto the old, tired. Yeah, it will take too long, and it will take too this. No. I think we have to rethink that, because all of them exist right in front of our faces, utilizing it. And the thing about changing behavior, right? Fines do work. It has a thing. But I shared that data point with you where there was thinking, when you look at it, one of the most effective things of changing social behavior is always education. Fines, yes, but we're talking about a psychosocial issue that people don't clearly understand about people. Yet before, that was like during COVID with the mask and thing. Not much people took that mask situation on. Only to the point, I had conversations with people, people who couldn't afford the fines. Is what, $600 was to the fine or something, so?
I can't remember exactly what it, I can't remember exactly.
But they had a fine.
Yeah, but they had
I was
a
asking
fine.
them, I said, why you not wearing the mask? I said, but you could afford to pay the fine? Nah, not really. But right, I say I could afford to pay the fine, but you can't afford to pay the fine, but you're walking around with him, but if they catch me, right? So that's when I talk about the idea of the human being being in an illiterate position. And when you're in an illiterate position, and part of illiteracy is arrogance and ignorance and all that kind of thing. You only, when you reach into the situation that you think, you go bald, right? And that is living in self-harm. We all live in self-harm. We see it. We see it in health issues. When we're in the hospital, we change. We see it in funding. Only when a family member gets cancer, that we support cancer research. We only get into behavior when we are confronted. We don't change.
When it's in your space.
Thing. Even your Christians use that thing. You live in the fear of God or you love God. So it's either you love it or you're fear to go to hell. So you don't really change because of fear. So in all the things. But to change generally and get effective behavioral change, education is one of the most effective manners. And that's why I say, without fines, and you don't see the social interaction in place within the society, what you're doing is just looking for punitive, mash down kind of thing. And that kind of could work, but that's the whole thing about living in fear and trying to change society through a police state. And that don't work.
Okay, no problem. Thanks very much, Dean. And I hear you where that is concerned. A lot of those things, sometimes we draw comparisons to. Some of those things did not just happen with some of those persons. As Richard said, he accustomed and he self-regulated because he saw what was going on with the accident dummy. So he knows to put on his seatbelt because of that. But how many other persons, if they didn't have the fine, because they would have been exposed to the same thing that you were exposed to, but majority of them, if you were telling them at that point in time, boy, put on your seatbelt now, if you get in an accident, you'll fly through the window and you could save your life. You go, boy, I don't drive that way, that is not for me. You understand?
Exactly.
And you never do it.
So,
but it's only when
Charles,
some
people is just like that. You could do what you want. You could preach God to them. They're set in their ways. That is how they will do. Some people just like that. I can remember the man who we're trying to model after. Tell them after the third day I will rise again. He even tell them, he give them a hint. And when he did come back, some of them still had what he always tell them, okay, push your finger in the hole. Some people are just like that, Some of we will still be skeptical, but we will believe. And then if that is where we have to go, we will do it. But some people, you could preach Paul to them. If they're set and they're bent in their way, that is what could happen. Yeah. That is human nature. You could do what you want. That is what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, some of them, they have to push their... Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to you, caller.
No, I was hearing, who is DJRJ, you call him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was hearing him before, but I'm not hearing him now. But I really wanted to address him also.
Go ahead, he's hearing you.
But I'll tell you something. Every time we have discussions about Trinidadian behavior, lawless behavior, we continue to miss a very important point about the fact that we are lawless. First of all, it took way too long for learned persons in this country to publicly admit that we are lawless. I remember years ago, I wrote a letter to the editor, and when I say years ago, I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s. I wrote a letter to the editor. And some of my workmates, I started that letter by saying Trinidad is one of the most lawless, noisy countries in the world. And some of my workmates told me that I was being very negative. One even accused me of writing hate letters, and I told them, I said, you all are not seeing what I am seeing. Okay? Now that was said, I'm not brilliant. I don't have a degree. I'm not one of the top citizens. I'm just an ordinary citizen trying to be. And I saw years ago how lawless we were. I saw where we were heading. Now, such as we are not, the intellectuals in Trinidad and Tobago are not generally honest and or courageous. And they keep not speaking the truth. Such as, I don't know your age, I'm in my 70s. The first 25, 30 years of this country is when the die was cast. Now, I heard the DJ there talking about when Trinidadians go away, they follow the rules and they follow the laws. But they don't follow it here. You know why they don't follow it here? Because we were encouraged to be lawless in those first years. I remember as a little boy hearing adults saying, oh, don't worry about loitering, and that's white people laws, master they done. And all of that was part of the narrative then. There are too many people in Trinidad and Tobago, the criminologists and the political scientists who know what I'm speaking about, but they will never say so publicly. The very psyche of Trinidad and Tobago was destroyed, was damaged. I won't say destroyed, it was damaged in those crucial years. When Mr. Solomon, Patrick Solomon, could have walked into a police station and removed his stepson because he was a big boy, right? And no police can lock up his stepson. And then after that, he was practically promoted. When what happened with Jean Miles occurred, what happened with O'Halloran, all these things, we dismiss those things and don't realize that those things have had a serious effect on our psyche from early. It is like how we were brought up. The experts would tell you that the most crucial years of a child, the formative years for a child's brain is between conception or 1 and 3. What you think, such as, is the crucial time for a country. We will never admit that the damage that was done to Trinidad and Tobago in the first 25 to 30 years is what have us here. We were encouraged to be lawless. Look how the way we cross the road. Look at the situation with loitering. You know, and we talk. The DJ is talking about punitive. When the government just put laws and force it on your throat. If we grew up as citizens that understood lawfulness, if we had enforcement, nobody would have to push nothing down our throat. The damage was done since then. A government pushing things down your throat. So what is going to take for you as an adult? Hello?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Richard was going to ask you a question, so hold on.
Go ahead.
No, caller, you actually saying the same thing that I am saying, right?
I'm barely hearing you.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know how you hardly hearing me, but everybody else is hearing me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But the point I was going to.
Caller, he's saying, Richard, I think I had something down on the arm on that button. That is why. Sorry about that, caller. I do apologize.
Yeah.
All right. Caller, and I hear you say the first couple of years in a child life, right? Is where the child learn the most. And I know where you're going with that, and I'm not going to go back there because I don't understand where you are going already.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by
the
that?
sign is there. The sign is very clear, sir. The sign is very clear. If you don't put things in place, that's what I was saying. If you don't put things in place for people to follow proper things, what will happen? People will do just like what they're doing. And same Trinidad, and you take the same Trinidad and from here, and you send them to England, America, Canada, and as they hit the ground and you tell them, okay, you have to drive on the right-hand side, a Trinidadian is going to drive on the right-hand side. You're not going to drive on the left-hand side. That is all I'm saying to you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Caller, thanks much. Let me see if I can another call inside. Thank you very much for your contribution this morning. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, so basically what he said is that, the lawlessness has been there with us for a long time. It's sort of ingrained in, and we start to accept that sort of lawlessness. But as Dean said...
but Sir Charles, I still cannot say that, Sir Charles. I still cannot say that.
No,
Here, why? Because for me, right, me and my friend walking down the road, and the neighbor mango hanging over the fence, he will say, boy, the mango is over in the road. And I will tell him, boy, whether the mango is over in the road, the tree is on the neighbor's side. So that is the person mango. The both of we don't have to do that. If I see lawlessness, that don't mean I have to follow lawlessness.
No, we're
talking about
but we're talking about you're talking about something on a personal basis. But you ask yourself now, how many people would most likely do what you did? And the short answer would most likely be, if you do it, 10 others will not do it.
Exactly, and that is my point, Sir Charles. Lawlessness, they are really in the minority, No, they enjoy the point again with the police head.
In the minority, but at the same time too, how do you make laws to deal with minority and the majority? But I wanted to hold this thought right there. Let me take this caller. Trinity, thank you very much for holding on.
Good morning, everybody. Morning,
Trinity.
Discussion, wonderful discussion. But I'm looking at this and I was listening to the guy talk about the first 2 years, and I know exactly where he's going with that. Right?
Exactly, Mr. Trinity.
Where he was going?
Hold up.
Where he was going? I want to find out.
Sir Charles, no, I know.
Doesn't make no sense.
He just played God's spaghetti.
Right? You have going on, right? How do you change the culture of a country? The culture of a country is what we're trying to change it. Weddings have alcohol, carnival fest have alcohol. Everything is alcohol in Trinidad and Tobago. How we change that culture? How we change a lot of culture, because it's a culture shift we're looking for. Yeah. And Dean was rightfully saying, it's education, not by legislation. You understand? Because listen, if I look at the whole picture, passport gone up by 100%, everything gone up by 100%. So that is not change the thing. If you want to change the culture of alcoholism, and I make a big one, alcoholism, it have a lot of people in Trinidad that is social alcoholics. How we changing that? Do we give it rehab? How we dealing with it by, if they catch a man, all right, Friday evening lime culture to serve. Friday evening lime culture. What is this? Man work hard all week. You go in the bar, you sit down, you drink. All right. We have to tell the people, hey, if you drink 3 beer, you cross your limit. Education. We have to educate people if you want to change people. You don't come down with a sledgehammer to kill a mosquito on a glass table. You don't do that.
Not
like that. A lot of people out there not educated.
Yeah, and as I say, Patricity, it's
culture change. That's what we're trying to.
Yeah, but culture, but there are also parts of you see you're only ruling out the fact that you're going on some of these Trinity. Hold on.
After you give education, you raise the fine easily. Not drastically.
Trinity, a lot of what people do on the road.
You stop making excuses.
I'm not making no excuse. I'm just telling you. You want me to listen to you, but you don't want to hear what I have to say. All right, I'm done.
Nothing wrong in the science, but according to gene, culture change is what we tried to remedy here. Culture of people driving to speed limit. You know, a truck only supposed to drive 65 miles per hour road. A truck.
I can't remember the last time I see a truck unless he's pulling off driving that kind of thing.
What? Go on the highway and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So the culture.
And
talk about it was too slow. The government went and they revised it and they raised it back because man says if they have to go to the gravel pit to where they go, it's one load and two load. Culture change.
All right, okay. Trinity, thanks much. I hear you. All that have a part to play. Sometimes these steep increases could bring about a serious culture change because it has worked in the past. Where don't feel that some of the other things that we have been asked to do and pay fines for certain things have not made changes to how we do things in this country. It has. Susan, good morning. Hold on 1 minute.
No, take the call.
Good morning, Sir Charles. Good morning, Mr. RJ.
Morning.
Morning, Susan.
Yes, it did hit it on the nail there. People talking about culture change and education. We all have that already. We know about the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. People want to be lawless when they're ready. You understand? It have people out there that know the speed limit is under 60, they will go over that. But because of these taxes, people will brace the if see me. I ain't taking that chance to go and cough out all that money to give government free money just so. You understand? Remember at the end of the day, everybody want to get a 10%. Who's supposed to get it on the back pay? Or we getting it? Or you finding it up and running that they get from somewhere. And they bring in these things one after the next. Remember them went and did their finger for that, but I didn't dip it for that. But they went and did their finger for that, and they would get in. They didn't expect that. And with all these taxes that they are doing for the past 10 years, especially with Mr. Cullum, when he was raising gas prices, every Monday morning you always hear the gas going up. Up to now, I haven't seen a proper road structure at all. Meaning, look like Tobago. Tobago, you could close the eye and the road and them are smooth. Trinidad, I don't know, you see Port of Spain especially, each street from George going straight across have a set of potholes, and the kind of pothole man could fit down inside it. They're really overdoing it now.
Large.
And even if they bring these taxes up, I hope they start to work on the roads, especially on the highway, them kind of depression on the road where it high and low. People who paving, you will not paving it properly, because if you know you're paving, you don't go heavy. You try and go to the how the road level is. You're going on one side, it's higher than the next. So imagine you driving at a speed, at any speed, in fact, within the speed. Let me not say any speed, within the speed, and you go across. If you ain't take it easy, trouble be your case, because your vehicle could just go off from where it's supposed to be doing. But I just hope, with all these taxes that the governments are taxing people, I hope they start to fix the road, because everyone them really club.
Yeah.
They can't be taxing man them kind of money and they want to fix the road. And last and not least, to Mr. Barry, Wasa, you all need to do a better job, or you can't be turning on people's pipe. And then, let me say, okay, we get water 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock, water
gone.
And that they really need to upgrade in that. Wasa have too many workers to be hearing about bus pipe and man working overtime. You hear that? You're supposed to have a shift system. It's not with overtime. Wasa have too many workers to have overtime. You're supposed to work within the time frame and do your work. They need a crackdown. When they start the bus down, then workers and them in Wasa, then they will really see what is what. Because that is ridiculous, such as.
Yeah.
Really
Susan,
ridiculous.
thanks much. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but great program as
Yeah.
usual.
All right. We are at 8 o'clock and we are going for the news and come back. So I want you all to stay with us. When we come back, we'll continue to take your calls. We are going up to 8:30. So we try to get into your calls one time when we come back. But I want to say thanks to Wasa. She mentioned that. RJ, I had a leak by me here for about 4 or 5 months. I called in Wasa. I saw over the last few days they came and they fixed it. After I called in for about 4 or 5 months. But eventually I got it fixed and it's not leaking anymore. Thank you very much.
Like Wasa cherry picking out. Look at that. So because there will be no new era TT close by day, so they want people looking down complaining so Wasa cherry picking out. Let me go to the news. Eh?
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now for Friday, the 2nd of January, 2026. On New Era TT Radio, I'm Derek McMillan. Happy New Year, everybody. In our lead story, President Christine Kangaloo is urging citizens to leave behind toxic public discourse and the habit of self-derision as Trinidad and Tobago enters 2026. In her New Year's message, the president said remarks like Trinidad is not a real place, along with harsh public debate and low expectations of leadership, dragged the nation down in 2025. But she stressed the year was not a failure, noting national pride in the achievements of Keshorn Walcott, Jareem Richards, and the Trinbago Knight Riders, as well as a smooth transition of government. Kangaloo said adversity strengthens resilience and called on citizens to embrace patriotism, discipline, and respect as the country marks 50 years as a republic. She said standing together, Trinidad and Tobago can face the challenges of 2026 and build a nation all citizens can be proud of. The Works and Infrastructure Ministry is set to launch a nationwide pothole repair exercise by the middle of January. Minister Jearleen Johns says some communities have as many as 2,000 potholes, and teams will be going in specifically to repair them. She says the state of the nation's roads has become a major hazard and financial burden for drivers, and the government now has a responsibility to fix it. Through a national recruitment drive, the ministry has already hired 1,000 of the more than 1,800 people approved for employment. Minister John also commented on the recent increases in traffic fines, saying reckless drivers must be held accountable. She described the death of 8-year-old Gideon Smart in Aruca as heartbreaking, and is urging citizens to drive responsibly and to stop littering. She says her hope is for a cleaner, safer, more orderly Trinidad and Tobago in the year ahead. Police have recorded the first murder for 2026 following the shooting death of a shop owner along George Street, Port of Spain, around 1 p.m. on Thursday. The victim has been identified as 60-year-old Ricky Fish Taylor. Reports say Taylor had just left a nearby shop after buying beer when a masked gunman walked up to him and shot him 3 times before escaping. Residents alerted police and emergency responders, but Taylor died at the scene. Officers from the Port of Spain Division and the Homicide Bureau are continuing investigations. Community members described Taylor as well-known and friendly, saying they were shocked by his killing. A candlelight vigil is being planned in his honor. Around 40 sanitation workers have started the new year without jobs after the North Central Regional Health Authority ended its cleaning arrangements with the company Magic Mist. NCRHA CEO Badase Seethal Mirage says a review uncovered what he called widespread corruption under the previous board, including payments of nearly $700,000 a month to Magic Mist, despite the company having no active contract for about a decade. He claims the company was also billing for twice the number of workers actually employed, and says similar issues existed with another cleaning firm. NCRHA Chairman Dr. Tim Gopising says outstanding supplier payments have already been reduced and the authority has made alternative cleaning arrangements. He says the 40 displaced workers will be considered for new positions created by the RHA. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is warning drivers to obey the road laws as new higher fixed penalty fines came into effect on January 1st. Under amendments to the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, 85% of offenses now carry increased fines, with the steepest penalties for high-risk behavior. Exceeding the speed limit by more than 31 kilometers per hour now costs $6,000, while driving without valid insurance can cost up to $10,000. Drivers arrested for drunk driving face fines of up to $24,000 for a first offense and up to $45,000 for a second. The TTPS says the tougher penalties reflect the serious consequences of reckless driving and is urging motorists to slow down, stay insured, and plan ahead if drinking. Authorities say road deaths fell by 12% in 2025, from 124 to 109, but stress that even one life lost is too many. In international news, around 40 people have died and more than 100 others were injured after a fire tore through a bar during New Year's celebrations at the La Constellation nightclub in the Swiss ski resort of Crans, Montana. The blaze broke out around 1:30 a.m., with officials saying many of the injured suffered severe burns. Authorities have ruled out an attack and say the cause remains under investigation. Emergency services deployed dozens of ambulances and helicopters, and several victims have been transferred to specialist burns units across Switzerland. Officials say people of multiple nationalities are among the dead and missing, and the priority now is identifying victims and supporting families. Swiss President Guy Parmelin described it as one of the country's worst tragedies. And that's news at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
New Era TT Radio, Christmas is special.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays. This is Mrs. R here, just excited to wish the entire listening audience a very happy holidays.
Hi everyone, it's Nicole from Toronto, and I like to wish New Era TT family Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year.
My name is Cassie Singo. I am sending comfort and joy from my family to the NETT Radio family worldwide.
A Christmas where you are never alone.
Hey, Solima here, wanting to wish everybody in the New Era TT family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, this is June from Point Fortin, wishing all my NETT Radio family a fantastic Christmas and a healthy and prosperous 2026.
Hi, Season Sweden. This is Junie from Shoguners. I just want to wish the NETT Radio station and the staff, everybody, a very Merry Christmas.
This is Alwyn from Bish. I would like to wish NETT Radio family and the Sapi family a great holiday.
From our portal to your heart, have a Merry Christmas everybody from New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Looking for pet supplies that wouldn't bite? Visit Bow Wow Supply Limited, your friendly family-owned pet store at the corner of Cane Farm Avenue and 5th Street West, Cane Farm, Trent City. We offer fabulous prices, great service, and a wide range of foods, treats, toys, grooming products, and accessories. Everything your pet needs in one place. We are open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Coming today, Bow Wow Supply Limited, Cane Farm Avenue and 5th Street West, Cane Farm, Trent City. Your pet's friendly place. Call us at 640-7184.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Oh my word. Yeah, look she there. Till she old and grey. I got the video. All right. At least I got one of them. One's still missing, but hopefully by next week I'll get the other one. But I want to say thanks for Zina for providing that to me very quickly there. Thank you so much, Zina. Yeah. So at least we still have somebody. The lady having a fun time till she old and grey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just before we get back to your calls, and people, we are taking your calls in this session. We're going until 8:30 this morning, right? So we'll take your calls and we'll try and run through them as fast as we can to see if we can get as many people as we can on the inside. Also, two things. One is to tell Susan, and that was to deal with the roads that she was talking about. You realize that the Ministry of Works say that they're going to take a massive pothole repair program that's supposed to start sometime in the middle of January here. So we can look out for that and see what is going to be happening. The people out there in Paparo, their road was planned to be fixed on the sound of a few $1 million. Well, that is going to be put on hold because of the volcano situation as it is, so just giving you a little update as to what is happening where that is concerned. And I just saw a video also of a man in his car. I would have played for a little bit. It has some cussing in it, so I can't play it. He have a wing road, so he go and clean the car, wash down the car, and start the car and hear a noise in the engine. When he opened the engine to see what is causing that noise, is a dog up inside of the engine, hiding, running away from fireworks,
Wow.
He said if the dog, like right where the firewall is in that space there, you see the main part of the dog, the head and the body there, and by the foot and the tail, by the front of the car coming through. He said he don't know the thing. He said the dog could have dead up in, but the dog is alive, but that just to show you the extent.
Good news.
The extent of this fireworks thing, how people, animals going by. Oh. All right, so we're going back to the lines. Caller, you there with us? Good morning. All right, I see you are not there. I see Miss Sampson is there. Miss Sampson, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm in the mood. Lord, in the books, it just has not been enforced. If it had been enforced, we wasn't going to be in this mess today. One law I always speak about, littering is in the books, but you see what happening all over the place. Have rubbish just fling out people's window, fling out the maxi, fling out this. And that is the problem. If the laws are enforced, we will not be here today. And that is why I always say, if the government want to make money, put in the littering act. Because stores fling out their boxes,
People just fling things by the road and you're driving around. There's a bag here, rubbish scattered, dogs scatter this. If you put a law that everybody clean in front of the space, whether you're renting or own the property, there is a charge, a fine, and jail time. Trinidad would look very nice. And they were raking a lot of money right now because people get accustomed just flinging to the point that if you throw something on the ground and and somebody complain, the next person will tell you, what you worried about? It has to be better clean that. That is the mentality some Trinidadians have. And that is a problem. If they enforce the laws, we would not be here today.
Okay, no problem. Thanks very much, Ms. Sampson. And yes, as you're right, a lot of things are on the law books. Enforcement is one thing. But people of themselves know some of those things too, and they don't. I think somebody know that if they're walking down the road with a bottle, they ain't supposed to throw it in the road. You think a man who will drive in his car and know that if he have a soft drink bottle or something to leave it in the car until he reach where he is and throw it in the garbage, they know that. But you know what they'll do? They'll pull up all by the traffic light, drink the Carib and the Star and the Guinness and rest down the bottle by the traffic light. Like that's you know,
well, it's the same thing I was saying. The same thing I was saying a while ago. This Sir Charles. Same thing I was saying. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Thank
caller.
you, okay.
Morning, Linda.
Good morning, sir. Happy New Year to you both.
Well, thank you.
Sir,
hi, good morning, Linda. Morning.
Oh, Jay, if you like, I can call back later, you know.
No, I said good morning, Linda.
He's telling you good morning.
Oh, good morning. Okay. So,
Yeah.
you have a lot of trolls on the chat this morning, huh? And, you know, the same way, there are people who have a phone and they don't know how to use it in a polite and considerate way. You know, they will text ugliness, inappropriate comments, just general unpleasantness, right? There's also people in Trinidad, I find you could be speaking to them on the phone and you hear toilet flush, or you hear a set of pots and pans clang-a-langing in the back when they call you, right? They don't care what annoyance to your ears come across on the other side, or like these trollers, they don't care how unpleasant it is that somebody has to see the things that they are writing. So they have the economic capital to have a phone, but they do not have the cultural capital to have a phone. And it is the same thing with cars. There are some people that have the economic capital to buy a car, but they don't have the cultural capital to ensure that they use the car in a considerate way. They don't cause damage or injury to others. I mean, let's face it, a car is a very, very heavy thing, and it can move at a fast speed. So that in itself makes a car a hazard. So you have to use a car in a way that it does not cause damage to other people. And you have to recognize that when people are inconsiderate on the roads, and I'm not just saying lawless, breaking a law, you know, there's some people that are just not polite. They wouldn't give anybody a chance to change a lane. You know, they wouldn't stop for an old person to cross the street, right? It's just a general lack of manners, I find, that you see in Trinidad. And you see, when you add it on to technological equipment, it causes a problem. And I am fully in agreement with the government to raise the fines. Because you have to realize something, huh? When somebody gets damaged in a road traffic accident and you go to the A&E, the cost of the MRI is going up every year to service it, to maintain it, to buy a new one. The cost of drugs and treatments in the hospital is going up every year. The cost of insurance is going up every year. So the government is actually recouping money to offset the increase in costs that the state incurs from road traffic accidents. I can tell you, in the UK, when there is a accident, and okay, obviously people get treated at the hospital for free, but there's a way for the hospital to recoup some of those costs, you know. So when you drive your car, cause an accident, somebody has to go to the hospital. They have to have equipment there. They have to have drugs there. They have to have all kinds of things there. That cost is going up and up. So you can't expect the fines to stay stagnant. The fines are there to make people's behavior directed in a positive way. But it is also there to cover the costs of the people who don't do it right. So I am in agreement with the increase in fines. And I just want to say, people in Trinidad, it's 2026, right? You'll be a little more pleasant and polite now, especially on the chat. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Linda, the chat is part of the lawlessness, you know, long and every day we
every day we had to deal with that here. But I still beg to differ, Linda. I still saying it. We don't have to raise fees in order to get people in line. As Dean and Mr. Trinity was saying, education will also help that, right? You have your opinion, I have mine.
Everything have a part in it, you know what I mean? And
exactly.
And I normally don't answer the chats, but let me say good morning to Darlene. And I think it's Darlene or Darlene, whatever your name is on the chat. I'm not avoiding anything. I'm not missing any point. I know where I live. I know what I see people do and what I have experienced. And I know with Trinbaconians as it is. Look, right now, I say we try to get you all just to conform with certain behaviors on the chat and all. They cannot, you know. But if we put a fine there, you know, if we started to treat the chat differently, we would get what we want. We could simply go in and just ban people or not have them come. But we don't want to do that. We want people to be able to share your opinions, but just do it respectfully. And they can't even do that. They can't even do that. Kenwin, good morning.
Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Sir Charles. Sir Charles.
Morning, Kenwin.
Also be picking up fines of homeless people who are on the street, you know, because they have family who could take care of them, right? They're finding those people, but we have a set of them living on the street. So we need to find a way to get some revenue from that too. And that would also help to remove some of these people who are on the street.
You're getting the government ideas. The government right now, you know.
That could have worked, you know, because I'll tell you why. You have people who have relatives who you know what I mean? And they have people on the street and they're not doing anything to help. To solve the situation.
Yeah,
right?
but the average. Hold on, Kenwin. Let me just tell you something.
Deal with it.
But let me tell you something about that. There are some people on the street who don't want to be the relatives either. And it's not every relative could handle.
That's why I say find them. We should find them.
Find who? Who you going to find?
Years ago, they wanted to put them down.
You want to find me if my brother don't want to stay in the house?
And they actually got off the streets, you know. Huh?
You want. So if I have a delinquent brother who don't want to stay in the house or don't want to conform to the house rules and want to stay on the street, you want to find me for that?
In other countries, they would want to do things like that, you know.
They would. I don't know that. I don't know that.
Charles, in other, well, here what is my solution? People complaining about the fines. Take the pressure to the minister. Everybody park up their vehicles for the next 90 days and use PTSD to move around. So you're putting pressure on the minister to get buses on the road. That will solve the problem, you know. Because if we have endless PTSD buses taking the people to and through, they wouldn't have to worry about getting fined and having to pay all this sort of money because they'd be able to get a bus to move around.
All right, okay, cool, no problem.
Right? So I say what everybody needs to do for right now, and listen, you can't get locked up for parking up your vehicle and not using it. So you're parking up your vehicle for the next 90 days, and you're taking the pressure to the minister.
You're going,
buses to put on the road.
You know how much?
So that's a form of protest.
You know how much money there's be for illegal parking when they record take your vehicle. As you park it, they will take it.
Well, that is why I say you're leaving your vehicle home, but you're putting the pressure on the minister to find buses now so people could move around.
I hear you, Kenwin.
Right?
I hear you.
That is what I'm talking about. You're putting the pressure on him. Find buses, get buses on the road because you don't want us to use our vehicle and only want to fine us.
Okay, no problem. I hear you. Where that's concerned, I feel that might cost you more money in the long run.
No, but listen to me. What has happened here? Yes, I understand what Kenwin is saying, but at the same time too, we have to fix it. We saying yes, we lawless. Yes, we lawless. We just go everywhere else and we just confine. So I'm not the one who believe that we are lawless people. But we can go anywhere and confine.
And why it is that we leave and we go and we can? Why do we leave Trinidad and Tobago, overtaking, speeding, and all kind of thing? And we go to the US, and we go to England, and we go to Canada, and we can conform. Why? We didn't get no. We didn't go Canada, US, or any place and get any education. We leave here today and we reach here tomorrow, and we start to drive. We start to drive good. We start to behave better. We didn't go there and get.
So that is why I'm saying, Sir Charles. That is what I'm saying. So we are not lawless. We have to fix things in place. We Sir Charles, we put the government there to help us to fix things.
Yeah, but
their job is to help us to fix those things. If they find, okay, we are lawless society, put things in place to make us all lawless.
Well,
that is all I am saying.
That is the same thing that you will meet, because here going on. If you leave here and you go to the US or any other place and you're driving reckless, or you're driving so-and-so, you will pay. And you know what? You don't want to pay with your little holiday money that you're going across there with. So you know what? You're behaving. It's the same thing they're doing here. You'll pay.
Well, I show Farrakh away when he was here. He used to throw garbage on the street. Now he is recycling. He's in America now and he's recycling now. So we're not lawless.
No,
we just have to fix things here.
I don't
just as the PTSD bus. We have PTSD bus here, but you could never get them on time. You could never get them clean. All we have to do, fix the infrastructure we have in place here now, get them working good, and everything else will just fall in place. But if the government is not taking time to fix, we had a hospital here. All they had to do was just fix it, make sure everything working good, then feeling how to fix things to build a new one. That is wasted, and that is not making sense. Plain and simple.
Hold on right there. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. First time caller.
Right, you stop getting trouble this morning. Yeah, Virginia. Come on, let's go. We're fighting for time in between here.
Lots of time. We're finishing at half 8. Let's go.
Intimate time. You see how lawless all you all are?
Yeah.
we are lawless people. How can say such a thing? We are lawless people. Eh? In the words of the Grenadian, the Calypso king of the world. We like it so, we free. And the other side, pointing finger and calling nobody lawless. Because guess what? We have men here in America who just left jail. Some of them died and get thrown in jail and get and successfully tried. And some of them, fellas in Trinidad who connected with them on the other side, yes, PNM and UNC, don't tell nobody about lawlessness. And hey, what if me might telling them fellas who called earlier, a fella who someone like Clive Nunez, I don't know if it was Clive, but where he going. Where he going? What I mean by where he going? Why? Because you think as though he trying to push for the against the red or against the yellow. That's the problem. As Shoki say, this thing called PNM, this thing called UNC or ULF or whatever, mashing up this country. You understand? So we have, listen, every society has its untouchables, boy. You only realize that yet? Even in America, wherever they are untouchables, fully connected on one or both sides of the aisle, right? And if we are a lawless people, look around us. Raja had a calypso. It's we who threw litter in the street. It's we who breaking laws, and it's we to blame. So I don't know. It's a good debate. It's a good topic about if we are a lawless people. But and when anybody speak out, you have the sycophants on the yellow and the sycophants on the red quickly point out, oh yeah, but all it does this and all it does that. I know.
My brother.
But I think
my brother.
Sir.
My brother, you're a Trinidad and you live in Are you lawless?
If I am lawless? Oh gosh,
Yeah.
what is the statistics? You know, listen to me. Okay. Taxes.
No, answer the question. Answer the question. Are you lawless? Are you lawless?
Yes, no, I'm not
exactly. My point.
Right. I am not lawless.
Exactly.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Let me see if I can probably take one more call in between.
This morning, you know we have to go early.
And
now
this
we
is-
hear that phone ringing, right? Yeah, you understand, right?
Yeah. Today is where the floodgates open. But
exactly.
today-
Because they realize that we're going and the topic's sweet. If the chat lively here. Good morning, caller.
Hold on, I lost it.
Oh, you lost it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are not lawless. The government have to do their part. That's what we put them in. Fix things. Once you fix things, things fall into place and everybody will fall into line. The first world country do it. We're not behind any first world country. Anything that we want in Trinidad and Tobago, we could do it. Because you go right 2-step in Barbados. Time we gone to Barbados and I eaten a pack of nuts and the little brown shell and everybody turn around and they're watching you because they wanted. For the time they realize we are not Bajans. You understand?
Yeah,
so
well,
the point is you have to put things in place. When they put things in place, things will fall. And for the time I realized everybody eyes on me, I quickly just wrap up my pack of nuts and put it back. I was really enjoying it. But I realized now, those eyes telling me something here. And I fall in line, and that's what I'm saying. If you put things in place, people will follow.
And that's a way to get them to follow. Dean, I can give you just a couple of minutes, but go ahead.
Yeah, right. Okay, couple of minutes. If you just, I'm saying fines. You have no problem with fines. Laws is something that run a modern society. You can't get away with that, right? That's
correct.
True. But I'm saying if you're adding the other aspect of the story, you add it into the fines, which is the education and the social and education, for instance, you could apply it to your law, your enforcement, the education aspect of it. Fines don't necessarily will have to be that high. That's my point. The thing is
and I
that
accept that, you know.
Charles, are arguing and debating that fines. Well, I'm saying if you merge two of them together, you will have lower fines and you don't have to go to this.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dean.
I agree with you. Dean, I got to leave you. Thanks very much. And I understand. I am not saying fines is be all and end it all, but let me see if I can put it this way to you all. If we have a problem, and I think all of you all will agree that we do have a problem. If you have a patient that comes in and they have a wound, we have to stop it from bleeding, and then we go see what causing that going down the road. Right now, we have a lot of things that we are bleeding, and we have to stop it first, and then we could probably deal with some of the other things going down the road.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying. In a nutshell, the government had the responsibility for that.
I'm not saying don't deal with the other social issues. I'm not saying don't put in the education, but I'm saying this too is a part. And no matter why, I can tell you that also, RJ. In my driving days, I am, and I told this story before, I am doing 2 and 3 parties a night. I'm moving from south to Port of Spain. I had to go to Rima, that sort of thing. You know what was sometimes the easiest and fastest way for me? The bus route. And you know why I will take the bus route? Because at that point in time, if I pull outside and a police charge me, the most I was paying is about $200 or $300. And I would tell myself, okay, I could offset that because you're going, if I do my 3 parties, I can make that money. You understand? But when the bus route fine went up to $2,000, done that.
Right. And for you, because you understand it, my mother beat my time, Sir Charles, and tell me it's for my benefit. All now I remember that curtail, that didn't benefit me. So by the government trying now to raise fears to tell me it benefited me, that is making no sense. That maths for me. I don't care what all you tell me.
So wait, hold on. So,
education and Dean is right. Dean is right. Education.
Where your mother was beating you for? You still doing it?
Well, trust me, that makes Sir Charles, it makes sense. You can beat a child and tell a child it's for your own benefit. It can benefit me. Look, I remember that now. I might have to go into counseling now, even thinking about that. By the government is doing that and telling me they're trying to help me, that is not helping me. Educators, tell us, okay, if you have to send back some drivers into driving schools, we have a call there, and I hear a setup.
No.
Right, and we're going to wrap up. People, thank you. I know, such as you have to do something. But those of you who are here and agree with me, it's my last day here. I thoroughly enjoy myself. I understand why Wendell is be pulling out here that he don't have. I'm looking at the chat and I'm telling you, I try to stay far away from it, but I have a great time. So Charles, trust me, it's a lot of work to get up, especially when I have to keep my fans and them entertained from 8 until midnight and then have to get up. It's a hard task. But then I see how easy it is because Susan are going to get up early and they will call me, right? But the point, I thoroughly enjoy myself. Thank you, people. Thank you, people on the chat. Those who are called wrong name, they didn't mind. I see nobody licks me for it, but I try. And anytime Wendell and them is not here and Sir Charles need the help, trust me, I am all for you guys. I enjoy myself thoroughly. I enjoy the discussion. I enjoy dialoguing. I enjoy a lot of what I said. People not agree with it, but so far I see people on the chat like they was trying to agree with me and they was listening the boss. Only when the boss want to fire me, watch what they're saying. That is why I tell some of them. I didn't want to call them by name, but really and truly, we have to be a little bit more responsible in the chat. I heard Linda and all mention it. And she called them trolls, and I try to stay away from it for reading somebody comments and calling it out because I didn't want to highlight it. You know, they're free to their opinion, but remember you're using somebody else's chat to
be responsible.
Yeah, to put out your statement, and even though the statement, if what he's saying that you're not aligning with, okay, move on, but you don't have to be disrespectful in no other way. So Charles, I thoroughly enjoy myself. Thank you again, my brother. Thanks for the opportunity for putting in a different spotlight, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It was hard for me at most of the times, but I thoroughly enjoy myself, and just being here, it's a blessing, my brother. Thank you again.
All right, so thank you very much, RJ, for sitting in with me as Wendell and Richard was out, and God's willing, Monday they will be back inside, and we will also have the Gael people back on the inside. So thank you very much for being part of the breakfast show. I'll come back for a little bit inside of the mid-morning, so don't go anywhere. All right, this has been the breakfast show.
The breakfast.
Yeah.